Most people spend 40 years saving for retirement and never see the trap coming until they are already inside it. It is not a market crash, it is not a bad investment decision. It is something much quieter and much more specific, and it happens while everything looks completely fine on the surface. By the time most people realize their retirement plan is quietly collapsing, reversing the damage costs far more than preventing it ever would have. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the three exact moments where retirement plans fail, why they are almost impossible to see from the inside, and what to do about each one before it is too late. Let's start with the trap that gets the most people and the one that almost nobody talks about openly. It is called the income gap trap, and here is exactly how it works. On the day you retire, your income and your expenses are more or less aligned. You calculated what you would need, you looked at what your savings would produce, maybe you factored in a government pension or social security benefit, and the numbers more or less worked. The problem is that income and expenses do not move at the same speed over time. Your retirement income, the amount your savings produce, grows slowly if it grows at all. Your expenses, particularly healthcare, housing maintenance, and the cost of everyday goods, grow faster. Not dramatically, not in a way that feels like a crisis in any single year, just slightly, every year, quietly and consistently. And over 10 or 15 years, that small annual difference compounds into a gap that can no longer be closed by small adjustments. Here is what this looks like in real numbers. If you retire with $40,000 a year in retirement income, and your expenses start at $38,000, everything feels fine. You even have a small cushion. But if your expenses grow at 4% a year and your income grows at 2%, by year 10, your expenses are $56,000 and your income is $48,000. That is an $8,000 annual deficit appearing out of what looked like a perfectly healthy retirement plan. And by year 15, the deficit has grown to over $14,000 per year. The trap did not announce itself, it built itself quietly while you were living your life. If what I just described sounds familiar or uncomfortably close to your own situation, subscribe to this channel right now. Every single week, I post content built specifically for people over 60 who are serious about protecting what they have spent a lifetime building. Not generic advice designed for someone decades younger than you. Real strategies for real retirement. Subscribe now and stay for what comes next.